Hello everyone out there, and welcome to Dirty Nerd Digital's Starships and Scoundrels campaign. My name is Dave, and I'll be your game master. We're using a Star Wars 5e system to tell the story of the crew of a smuggling freighter known as the Mayday, set about a year after the fall of the Jedi Order. Each session is going to be going live on Monday nights around 7 p.m. Pacific time, so make sure to subscribe, click the bell, do all those YouTube-y things, and tune on back in next week to catch more. And with all of that out of the way, let's get into it.
Last time on Starships and Scoundrels, the crew of the Mayday finally came face to face with the bounty hunter, Xanis Hayes. Dredd rejected her offer to go into captivity quietly, and Xanis' Cathar allies opened fire. Still injured from the fight with the Rancor, Harry was unable to close distance with the bounty hunter in time and was frozen in carbonite. The crew managed to deal with the Cathars, though not without taking wounds of their own. Xanis calculated that despite the damage to her foes, that it was unlikely that she would survive the fight. The Chiss cloaked once again fled the battlefield to the sound of Umbran Boone's taunts. And that's pretty much where we left off. And we're going to return to you guys, the crew of the Mayday, in the middle of Zintar the Hutt's underground warehouse. As said before, Harry Johnson Inyaba is currently frozen in carbonite on top of one of the shipping containers. Xanis Hayes has just escaped, and some of you are visibly quite injured from your fight. And now that the cacophony of your fight has faded away, you can all hear the sounds of various beleaguered voices calling to you from inside pretty much all the shipping containers you've been near. On the south side, which I'll move over to the map in a sec. But before we get any further on, Sam, I need you to roll 2 D100s for me that I forgot to ask about midway through last week.
2 D100s.
Yes, please.
I am determining the fate of the Rebel Alliance. Oh, that's not good. That's a 28. That's lower than average.
Suboptimal.
Yeah. That's really bad. That's 5. That's 5. I'm pretty sure I just killed my wife with both of those rolls.
It's the only thing, only conclusion that I can come to. Okay, so...
Oh,
yeah, all right.
My God.
Unless it's like one of those reverse tables where lower is better.
It's not. But hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, no, wait. No, that wasn't a 5. That was 105.
See.
Oh,
I should have caught that it was 105. Right.
And I get dragon armor now, too, don't I?
So, we are going to keep moving on then with that having happened. And I do want to point out, actually, that one of the imprisoned voices stands out. It's coming from the storage container that's directly to the east of the basically statue of Harry that you've got over there. And it specifically is calling out Harry's name from inside of there. What do you guys want to do?
Alright, first, ow. Second,
Agreed.
Yeah. I can second that. Ow.
You call Harry name all you want. He no hear you, he frozen.
I suppose we should get them out of there.
I'll go see at least what this person looks like.
Okay. So yeah, you step to the point where you can see through the force field. Kirby, would you care to describe what this person looks like for everybody?
Yes. This character is a Rhodian. I don't know how to explain it, but it's I think bug-eyed with the snout-looking thingy, I think.
Yeah. The guy that Han Solo shot at the beginning of...
there you go. Perfectly. Good job. Thank you. This is why you're the DM. She's about 5'4". And yeah, she's just screaming Harry's name.
Ma'am? Do you know Harry Johnson Inyaba?
Yes, I do.
Do you know him in a good way?
I mean, if he is the crime lord that you serve, then yeah.
No, he's not a crime lord. I've never heard of any of that. You must have a different Harry Johnson Inyaba.
Okay, well...
Who are you talking
Sounds
to?
like a pretty distinctive name.
There's a Rhodian woman down here.
Well, can you let me out?
Very different idea of Harry Johnson than what I think. I'm going to leave you in there for like a few hours at least, till like 10:30 maybe.
Okay, but why? Just let me out. I need to talk to him. Is there any way you guys can unfreeze him?
I don't know. I don't know. Dredd, can you figure out how to unfreeze the man?
Unless you got like a...
Is he on top of or in this force field over here?
On top of it. They all have like solid roofs. It's just the front door that's like a force field.
And how
So he's
tall? How tall are these?
15 feet.
Yeah. All right.
But as I mentioned before, there are like repulsor cart type things, like little lifters that can go up and down and move stuff around.
Oh, good. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of those, if I may.
Yeah, sure.
Cart over to Harry Johnson and Yuba.
Load him up.
I'll load him. Is it like
You're probably gonna need some help.
Or is he just frozen?
He is completely coated in carbonite, so it's like it's a hard metal that has completely surrounded him, and he's been put in like a form of stasis inside of it. But unlike more traditional like shipping versions of carbonite, it doesn't have like a control panel on the side of like a frame. It's just he has been encased in it, and you know that it'll wear off over time. But unless we have anything specifically to get rid of it, he's kind of stuck.
Yeah.
It'd be about 1 hour. But
I don't want to interrupt. Drop.
Keep
going.
He's got about an hour before it wears off. I guess if she wants to come with us, she can talk to him then.
I mean,
all right.
Or one of these prisoners could be a carbonite doctor.
I mean, I could use the old
work.
flamethrower, see if that thaws him out faster, but
I mean, I highly doubt it.
I got no way to control it, so it's just gonna
He's encased in
open him in
metal,
flames.
not actually frozen. Metal. Fire, kill him.
Oh God.
I mean, fire melt the metal, but okay.
Then he's covered in melted
I'm not
metal.
fired to
He's
melt.
a die.
I have seen Harry Johnson Inuba survive quite a few surprising encounters, but I will defer to your apparent expertise in carbonite here. Do you want to help me load him up or whatever?
Yeah.
He spoke so much higher of you guys. You guys just seem like misfits, if anything.
Misa prefer lone wolf.
I resemble that remark.
Well, I mean, are you guys gonna get
Listen.
me out of here?
Yeah, I guess we'll get you out of here. I don't know. R5, can you figure out how to shut down these source fields somewhere? Because I'm just gonna
Yep.
keep slapping it until it goes away. Because I don't know anything about force fields.
there's a control panel on the side of each of the containers that can be used to you push a button and deactivates it.
Yeah. And would I need a security kit for that, or just hit?
It's literally just a
hit the
button push. They're not really concerned about people on the inside being able to get out because they can't touch the button from inside. So it's easy enough to operate.
I'm just gonna inject myself with 2 med packs while everybody else is doing those things.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, so if one of you is going to go and push the button to open it, Kirby, you're able to step out, and you also notice that about like 80-ish other people start like trying to run out through the opening to it. Because each of these has like over 80 people in them.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to switch from jamming to comms mode. And I'm gonna comm over to Umbrin. Oi! Make sure that our crew, the whatever you call them, the people we're looking for, make sure they don't run out with the rest of them.
All right. Which one of you people are we looking for? Do I see anybody that looks like they may be part of May's crew?
Not in this particular container, but you could look around to see if there's somewhere else.
All right.
Is there a doorway that I can exit,
sorry,
or is it just kind of? Oh, it's just a force field, right? That you can just walk through.
Yeah, the force field to the left of you is just, it's shut down now, so it's just fully open for you to walk out.
I'm gonna walk out.
Move about freely. Yeah. It would just take you a little bit of time walking around, but you were able to recognize some of the people that May has described. They're down in one of the southern, like further to the south, containers. Some of them look very, very injured, but they seem to be a little more capable than most of the other people in here. A lot of the other people in here look fairly like malnourished and not in the greatest of shape. Seems like they've been stuck in here for a while.
All right. Sorry, which container was it?
One of the ones way further south down through the whole room.
All right.
Let me know when...
I will go.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll go till I find them and.
Yeah. Here, you walk slightly past. Sorry, it's actually that one.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here on behalf of May Boone. We're getting you out of here. Is anybody not good to travel?
I think we should all be able to walk if we just get. Maybe one or two of us just needs a stick to lean on.
All right. Well, come with me. We got a long ways to go. Does it seem like they'll all fit in the lift?
So there are, in particular, where is it? I wrote it down how many of them there are. There's about a dozen of them. So when you say the elevator, you mean the one you guys came down in through the concert hall?
Yes.
No, that was pretty tight just with you guys inside of it, let alone adding a dozen more people.
All right, we need to find another way out. Any ideas?
Well, there's probably a ship or two in the hangar.
As I recall, the hangar was heavily guarded. That right, Kiba?
Was this big thing in the center with the arrow, was that a big elevator?
Yeah, it's a big service elevator. It's a raise and lower cargo type stuff.
Misa bet we fit a lot of people on the service elevator.
All right, that's good thinking. Let's try that.
Let me know, by the way, when I get Harry Johnson loaded up.
Okay, yeah, he's loaded up.
Whomever.
Assuming somebody else helps you. It's just definitely too much weight for one of you, but you're able to get him on just fine.
Yeah.
And now you can move him around at a not particularly fast speed, but it is possible to move him around at least now.
Yeah, Dredd will just get around the back, oh, my spleen. Why did they keep my spleen? Oh, right. And they'll just start pushing it.
All right, let's get as many of these people onto this lift as possible.
So,
do the rest of you think there's any value in just releasing all the prisoners?
Yeah, they make good meat shields.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Meat shields.
I wouldn't call them that.
Or distractions.
Did you just say meat shields?
Oh, no.
Yeah, we were talking about the other stuff.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Everybody but you.
Just this very concerned looking middle-aged human woman. It's like, what? Then give me a deception check. Just any of you.
Alright.
I'm good at this.
Oh, man. Let me also.
That would be a 23.
Okay. Let's see.
I gotta. I gotta.
Okay,
19.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, no,
And
she,
look at it this way, the more prisoners we release, the more meat shields that you'll have too.
I don't know if she speaks binary R5.
she doesn't even look at the droid. She's just like still looking very concerned and distraught. But she seems to at least kind of calm down about potentially being considered a meat shield.
All right, I'm definitely using you as a meat shield now.
But I do agree with the sentiment. It's a good argument. I just don't know if she's as sophisticated as the rest of us to learn binary. He says you look very lovely, ma'am.
So are you here to set us all free, or why are you here?
Yep, we're here to set you all free.
That's
That's what we're here
us!
for.
Liberators! Yeah!
What are you looking to get out of it?
Is this the old woman or is this the
Yeah, no,
May's crew?
No, this is that same woman who just hasn't.
Believe
walked
it
away
or
yet.
not, we do this for the kicks.
I'm actually getting nothing out of this.
You ever hear the phrase, don't look a gift banter in the mouth? Just go elevator.
Okay. And she'll start just like walking over towards the big service elevator. So at least everybody that was in this one that you guys opened is going to start just kind of shuffling towards the big service elevator over in the middle.
Or you.
Did you guys open up the one for? Oh, sorry. What?
Oh, Dred's gonna point at the Rhodian that we have not covered the name of yet.
No, you have not.
You lock this guy, you get to push him. Yeah, have that. And he's gonna release the cart and start going towards the control panel to the one on the west side here.
Okay.
Okay. Does anybody know where the security room is?
Nope.
Yeah, we were just there.
Honestly, I've never seen it.
Perfect. Take me there, you.
Why do you? Okay.
Well, I got to get my stuff, and I definitely have something for Harry once he wakes up. He is gonna wake up, right? That's what you said.
I have no idea if he's going to wake up.
God.
But the best way to get him to wake up is to get the hell out of here. So I don't know what you have in the security room. Unless it's a carbonite wake up button, I don't think it's of immediate
That's exactly
importance.
what I have there.
Works for me. Boone set all these people free. I'll take these two.
All right, I set all of these people free.
All right. So you just set everybody free, I guess. Was somebody leading Kirby's character off to the security room while you guys were doing that?
I'll do that.
Okay. So the two of you can just split off while the rest of you go about opening up everything. Are you just generally directing them towards the service elevator? Because they're not all going to fit on a single load for the lift. It would have to be kind of like multiple passes to get people up to the ground floor.
I'm gonna just let whoever's in this first one go up first. Don't necessarily want the squad we're trying to save to just go up and meet whatever is up there alone.
Let the meat.
So I'm gonna
Let the
wait
meat
for
shields
the
go
whole crew
first.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys are doing that as you start sending them up one crate at a time. You can fit about that many people per lift if they squeeze in. And then for the two of you going to the security room, you're able to. You get over there. Nothing happens in the hallway. It's not too far down. The room is as you left it. One-handed body laying on the floor.
Oh God.
Forget, did we destroy the equipment, or is it still there?
I believe it's all still there. I don't think you guys.
Okay.
There was a lot of fire in the room.
Yeah, I think there was fire, but I don't know what it.
There was fire. It's a little singed, singed or a little melted.
What did you guys
But there's some
do
there's some like automatic fire suppression systems that kicked in and prevented it from getting too destroyed.
Alright. you two go get your you go get whatever you need. I'm gonna check a few things, and I would like to check the security cameras. Is there an angle on the hangar?
Yeah, there's an angle on the hangar. You only see a couple people bouncing around in there. Not too many.
Like 2 or 3?
You're able to scout out 6.
6. Any fitting the approximate silhouette of a Gamorrean?
No, that one's distinct
Okay.
enough that you can tell there isn't just a giant pig person walking around.
All right. How does it look in terms of ships? In
There are quite a number of big cargo ships in there.
Okay. Is there anything a little smaller and faster?
Not that you can see on the camera.
Okay. All right. All right, Boone. I know you were worried about security in the hangar, but there's only like 6 of them over there.
6. That's not a number I like. Do you got an angle on the fight outside? Maybe we can, if that's going well for our group, we can pincer maneuver. That's a thing that people do, like trap them on the other side.
I will check the monitors for any exterior cams.
Yeah, so you are able to see on the exterior cam generally where you knew the fighting was going on up outside the power plant on the west side. You definitely see score marks from blaster fire and different grenades going off and things, but you don't actually see any people moving around in the field of view. It's not designed to have a big, massive view of everything. It's kind of more focused just by the doors.
Yeah.
The spots along the walls.
Yes, there's no... I can't tell, which direction most of the blaster fire is going or anything like that.
I would say you can give me an insight check to try to, read into it, what you're seeing.
Right. No, that's a 2.
There's a lot of blaster fire. It went multiple directions, but you can't really tell which way it's mostly concentrating.
Dust. I hate dust. It's tiny. It's rough. It's everywhere.
Every time. Every time. But yeah, so that's what you see. What do you guys all want to do now?
Well, if there's time, I'm gonna go grab the rifles that the Chiss had and any other weapons possibly that they might have.
Yeah, sure. Sure. They're actually Cathars, just to be specific.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's just,
yes.
just Xanis.
Janice was Chiss, and the other ones were Cathars.
Yes. So you find that they both have one thermal grenade on them and a standard blaster rifle.
All right. I redistribute this wealth. 2 thermal grenades to Kiba, because that's the thing that he really likes. And I look at the newly freed fighters. Can any of you use these to a degree of usefulness? And I hand them the blaster rifles.
Yeah, there are 2 of them that have been beat up less than the others. Yeah, I can still shoot. And then the 2 of them kind of take them, and then they, in their raggedy clothes, start to kind of hold them in more of a formal military position.
All right, you 2 are my best friends. Don't let me get shot leaving here. I got stuff to live for. All right.
Boone, I can't see any... I can see there's a fight going on. I can't see how it's going. I'm telling you, if we want to get these people out safe, we go through the hangar.
All right. I trust your judgment on this. You're a very insightful person, Dredd. And let's take the hangar then. Also, did you catch the name of our new best friend that can decarbonize Harry Johnson Inuba?
He'll briefly hop off the comms. Oi, what's your name?
Name's Disfat. Disfat Bidge.
I don't know if you can use that word.
We're calling her Dizzy for now.
All right. Well, I just can't even stay in character for this. I knew it was going to be something bad, but it's different than what I expected. All right, well, get Dizzy back here. We're heading up. We've armed some of our friends here, and heading towards the hangar bay. We need you before we go. Five, you doing all right?
Yep. Doing well
Yeah,
so
we're
far.
Good to go.
We're on our way.
Kiba, how you feeling?
Oh yeah, better than ever. Only took a couple blasts with a disruptor rifle, but I'm fine.
Yeah, well, I got one med pack left for whoever is the most injured.
Oh, that's probably heady. Then, frozen.
Yeah.
There's a certain safety in Frozen, though. I bet his armor class is way up.
Should we test it?
No, I preemptively reject that idea. No offense, I'm not shooting at Harry Johnson right
You don't
now.
want to piss off the Wookiee.
Not advised.
It does say on the Star Wars 5e thing that when you are petrified, you do have resistance to all damage. So, there you go.
Yeah. Doesn't do a lot when you're at 0 hit points, but,
All right, Miss Bidge, you got what you came for?
Yep, got everything I need. Thank you. What's your name?
Cool, let's get out of here. Dread. They call me Dread, because no one likes to see me coming.
All right, nice. So you guys, the security station is on the way towards the hangar. So you guys over there can basically just
Tell him
wait for everyone else to
he's
catch up.
just like reacting to something else, or if he's envisioned the dirty joke that I realized I just made.
I think we all just envisioned the dirty joke and
Hard not to.
let it come and go as it goes.
So, the rest of you guys are able to start moving towards the hangar. It's a little bit slower going than you probably would like to be because of the injured people and whatnot in the group. But you all leave this space, and then I presume you just kind of leave all the random civilians who were captured in here to go up the elevator at their own whim and do what they do. As you guys are walking towards the security station, actually, coming in over your comm links, you hear May's voice. All right, we've watched you all the time we could. You need to get out as fast as you can. Hopefully you found them, but I need to run. I can't talk.
All right, copy that. We got your package. We're leaving.
Good. See you soon. And then the rest of you guys are able to catch up at the security station. And anything you want to do on the way to the hangar from there? It's basically just due east of you.
Is there a god mic in this security station?
Yeah, there is.
He's gonna go ahead and see if he can route that to the hangar.
Sure. Give me a... what's the check I'm thinking of?
Would this be technology or Slicer's kit?
I believe it's a Slicer's kit. Yeah, this is Slicer's kit.
Even better. That's a 28.
Holy shit.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, no, you're able to tap in.
And he will press the button and say, all hands to the gate. They're breaching. All hands to the gate.
All right, give me a deception check, please.
All right.
At advantage, because, you got some good setup going there.
Okay. I have it set up that way.
Oh, God.
2
Oh, God.
12. A 12
Okay.
and a 12.
I'll do a nice little secret roll to see how they do. Okay, good to know. Secrets. Okay, they hear what you have to say. You know, at least it got through.
Do I see any of them start moving on the camera?
No.
Okay. Figured.
I mean, maybe
not by. It wasn't. You weren't far behind, but just far behind enough.
maybe if you used a little bass in your voice, you know, maybe that would have worked better.
All right. Do you want to try?
No, because they're gonna know. You can't just say 2 messages back to back at the hangar saying, "Oh, actually, they diverted. Go to the nuclear power plant." Who knows? That'd be kind of weird.
It's a mystery.
All right, whatever. I had other ideas, but y'all don't like them, so I'm gonna go ahead and get moving. And he will waltz out the door.
All right.
As disjointedly as his legs will allow him to.
All right. So, yeah. With that, you guys are able to continue down this long hallway, and it's like kind of dim. It's still emergency lighting in here, but it seems like the whole area has been pretty cleared out. You don't encounter anyone on the way to the hangar. Then, new place. Let me drag those little tokeny guys of you on there. And yeah, the room is like decently well lit, but it's really big. You can see these large hulking, like just basically shipping ships, cargo ships sitting around inside the room. And actually, I don't know why I have an X on that thing. I should get rid of that. Be gone with you.
I have a feeling the one in the middle doesn't work.
No, it does. It was just originally there was a time period when there wasn't a ship there, but you guys, it is there now. So, yeah. So you guys are approaching towards the outside. You know you're getting close to it, so you can see the light kind of at the end of the tunnel as it opens out. What do you guys? How do you guys want to approach it? What do you want to do?
Which one of these looks like the rustiest bucket of bolts we can find?
So there is one. You see kind of the outline of one way at the far side of the hangar from you. It doesn't look like it's capable of spaceflight, though. It's more of just a in-atmosphere flying vehicle. It'd be able to, if it looks big enough to carry you and everybody else.
Go for the garbage. And he's going to start moving towards that ship.
Go for the closest one.
The closest one, you say? Okay, so you guys are all able to start moving in. Whoever's pushing Harry around, just heads up in case it becomes relevant, can only move about like half their normal movement speed. And some of the injured people from May's crew are also moving at about half speed right now. And as you start walking out, you see that there are a number of guys that are kind of all just standing solo by their cargo ships. They look like pilots. They don't seem to have noticed you quite yet as you're entering the room, but they are out there. And I did not assign nice looking tokens, so instead you just get the purple head on a white field. And that's fine.
Yep. I will
Purple head.
I will cross over to Umbrin and say, what's the old saying? Pretend like you're supposed to be here.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna buy that. I think we should just cut one way or the next, left or right, to the closest ship and get on.
All right.
Works for me.
Should this be in turn order, or are we just moving as a group?
At this point, just move as a group, I would say.
Okay.
So which way do you guys want to go?
Let's try and sneak. I don't know if
Yeah,
lift,
how loud's
a lift is going to be able to sneak.
The lift's actually pretty quiet. It's just you're pushing around a big old giant Wookie, so it would definitely be a disadvantage whatever stealth attempt is being made by the person pushing.
What harm could it do? Let's
would it come out to even since Kiba has his Duravlex fiber armor?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
it would.
All right.
So, yeah, if you guys want to try to sneak on over, everybody roll me stealth, please.
Oh wait, right.
Will do.
We're waiting.
Oh God.
All right, 26.
I mean, if you wanted to use a fate point, I would not be against it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna opt into that one.
So I'll be at disadvantage because I'm the one pushing Harry, correct?
Not much better.
Unless if Kiba is
yeah,
the one pushing to try to be
Kiba will
sneaky.
push because he has his special armor that makes him quieter.
Okay, cool. Then I will just roll regular, right?
Yeah.
Regular roll, regular roll, regular roll.
Regular.
26.
All right. Nice.
I like that Kirby secretly rolled up a character called Dispatch Bitch.
It's this fat bitch, okay? Bitch.
That's what I said.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right,
let's
then.
go ahead and have them roll to see. Actually, you know what? I can just use a passive because they're not actively looking right now. Okay. Yeah, you don't seem to be noticed as you're starting to move around. It looks very silly with a giant Wookiee statue. I guess technically the ship to your north is the closest of all of them.
All right. I will slowly lead the way. Anybody that wants to.
There definitely is a pilot standing right by the ramp to enter into the ship, though. So.
All right, we're gonna have to kill or persuade that hoe.
For now, I guess I'll control both Harry and I, because I don't think you can control him. Kiba?
Yeah, here, I can, we'll just assume that he's with Kiba and I'll drag him along as time goes. No need to worry about it, I think. Alright, so you guys are moving on up over towards there. What's the plan?
Alright. Dread, it wasn't a terrible idea. Maybe I'll just go up and say Zintar has a new prize he wants moved. And then we'll try and push Harry Johnson aboard. And if that doesn't work, we just kill the guy.
Yeah, alright. You want an assist,
All
or
right.
are you gonna just do it yourself? And we'll wait here.
You know, you don't get very far doing things on your own. Think you're able to help with this one?
I can try.
All right. Well, let's sneak up so that we approach at least without being seen, and then we arrive close enough to him to, like, you know, do some bad stuff if need be.
All right, so we're both.
And Kiba, you stay not too far behind because we're gonna be pushing that crate on real quick. Either way, we don't have much time. All right, so
Should I get ready to start flying something?
yes, prepare your flight module.
Alright.
All right,
So he
Dread, coming.
The way.
All right, I'm just gonna try and use the boxes as cover until
Yeah.
we get.
You can reveal yourself pretty
Like,
much when you want to, getting up there.
I will come out like right here.
I will
And
come out
just
on
say-
the opposite side.
Hey, Mr. Pilot, I haven't caught your name, but we have a very important package from Zintar that he has collected from us, some bounty hunters that he hired for some stuff that happened the other day, to collect this Wookie in carbonite, and we need to move him out of the hangar. Pronto.
You say that you need to bring this cargo on my ship? Am I given orders to fly it out? I haven't received any communications.
Well, the power's down. We have been given instruction from Zintar himself. And if that's not good enough for you, I don't know what is.
Just at that moment, you do hear just kind of the sound of like as the lights and power starts kind of coming back into the room, and stuff starts illuminating a bit more. It's like, well, that at least takes care of that, but fine. Give me a deception check, please.
All right, I will preemptively use a fate point to do this at advantage.
Sure.
Okay, that's a 21.
All right. Okay. And he rolls. All right. Yes. Fine. I'll go in and start getting the engine spooled up and everything. It'll take a few minutes for us to be able to take off, but go ahead and start loading. And he'll go up the ramp into the ship and start the process of turning things on.
Okay, we're gonna load Harry Johnson up first.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna let the pilot start the process. And once he started the ship up, we're gonna kill him because we got about a dozen prisoners that are definitely not part of this that have to load.
So I assume you're following him in. As you're loading Harry in, you can hear him turning on the comms and calling up to the hangar control room. He's like, yes, I've been told about my assignments. Go ahead and open up the hangar bay doors. What do you mean that there isn't an actual flight order? Yeah, go ahead and give me an attack roll. What are you using to? You're chopping him.
Judo chop.
Go ahead and give me a.
You know what? I'll use the vibro rapier because as I'm learning, backhanding everyone is maybe a little bit problematic.
Sam, you really got to enunciate with that weapon.
Rapier.
I would also like to. I would like to
the vibro rapier.
pincer with the vibro cutter.
Okay. First, let's do the vibro rapier. Sam, go ahead and give me an attack roll at advantage with that.
That's another 21.
All right, go ahead and roll damage. Sneak attack does go off with that.
All right. Oh, that's not a great start to that.
Not great.
That is a total of 15 kinetic damage.
Oh yeah, you just skewer him and he just dies on the spot. He does
You
let
asked
out.
too many questions.
He does let out a.
And I attack too.
You do.
The dead body. It auto crits.
Why do you have a blessing thing on? Anyway, so you do hear coming in. Wait, what? What is going on over there? Report.
All right, I think I remember his voice being like this, and I'm gonna try and Dread, real quick, remind me, what was we're delivering something to a moth up there, right? Isn't there like some sort of...
Yeah, they're delivering to a moth in orbit.
All right, I will get back
It's
on
a
the comms.
secondary delivery.
We were supposed to deliver something to a moth in orbit. Zintar definitely does not want to piss off the Empire. We forgot one piece of the delivery, and we need to get up there ASAP. You do not want a moth coming down here.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
Would anybody be against me using another fate point?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. This is the Han Solo of it all. 20-1, another 21.
Everything's fine here. Everything's situation normal.
I fully expect this to be a shoot the comm system. That was a boring conversation anyway moment, but...
Except instead of a console, it's a guy.
No, it's still a console.
All right, fine. We'll go ahead and start opening the hangar doors. Better get moving quickly. And you hear the sound of the big kind of spiral hangar door beginning to open way up above you. And the pilot that you murked has not... he didn't finish the startup process, so somebody's going to have to handle that.
Good.
Yeah,
Where's
I can
R5?
step in and...
R5?
Yep.
We need you.
There you go. All right, so R5, you wheel on in and you just like start plugging in and you start manipulating things and getting the ship all ready for takeoff.
Doing the droid equivalent of like cracking your neck.
Swivel.
Do you just swivel your head and there's just unnecessary pops?
That sounds so painful.
So yeah, as you start doing that, you guys are able to load
This is the
Harry.
good kind of pain, trust me.
You're able to load Harry onto it, and all of the prisoners start following you guys on. Everybody's trying to still at least... You're far enough away that you haven't quite drawn the attention of anyone yet. And yeah, after a few minutes, you're able to get the ship ready to take off. And the hangar is open above you.
Alright.
R5, let's get the hell out of here. If you get us safely away, there's a death stick in it for you.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Nice. So, yeah, you guys can go ahead and start taking off. R5, give me a piloting check, please.
Yeah.
What you were made for.
Man, another 21.
21.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you go.
A night of 21s.
You are able
Having
to.
expertise.
You're able to start lifting up, and you take off and you exit through the hangar door up on the roof. And yeah, it's still very much like middle of the day. The ship begins rising up, and you can see that any amount of fighting that there was has been pushed back outside of the kind of no man's land that surrounds Zintar's actual like palace walls and stuff. So it looks like May and her group were all pretty much cleared out. You also see over towards the west where the warehouse was or is. You see a bunch of random civilian-looking people trying to run away and then just getting gunned down by guards as they're fleeing.
Well, not my
What a distraction. What a distraction.
I look at that.
I love it. That's horrible.
I just look at that and just look like inspired, like, look at that. We freed those people. As they're just getting
We are heroes.
I mean,
It feels good to do good, doesn't it?
I guess technically there is something liberating about death.
The important thing is who's not being shot at. And right now, that's us.
I'm gonna radio May, or comm.
Binary is so
I'm
beautiful.
gonna comm link over to May and say, alright, where do you want the drop?
Oh, you were actually able to get out of there. That is good. Here, I'll send you some coordinates. And she sends you like a few coordinate spots. They're over in the part called Shadowtown. Yeah. So yeah, that's you've got your heading if that's where you want to go.
All right, let's do that. Is there any way we can, like all of these ships have like a ID tracker thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've all got transponders.
Can we mess with that at all, technical people?
I'm
sorry.
Glad you asked. And I'm going to try to do the technological equivalent of filing the serial number off.
All right, hold on real quick. So I feel like there's a kind of equipment that you need. Or not
slices.
need, but would actually be able to benefit from using.
Okay.
1 second. Scrolling to list. There's a nice handy dandy list somewhere. Don't need all these other things. There it is. Might be Slicer's kit. I'm just looking to make sure there isn't something a little more possibly relevant. Yeah. Looks like it's Slicer's. So yeah, go ahead and give me a Slicer's kit check.
He'll do that thing that Benicio del Toro did that looked super cool with his fingers. He's flipping things all around. He jams a bunch of metal things into slots, and I'm gonna use how many fate points do we have left? I can't see for some reason.
6.
You guys currently have
6.
I do believe
Now
6.
I can see. We have 6.
Oh yeah, and temporary boost also.
Oh. 1d4,
D6,
right?
actually.
D6. Yeah, I'm still gonna reroll that.
Okay.
That's better. Plus the D6. 24.
24. Oh yeah, you're able to get in there and you can try to mess with it. Are you just trying to scramble it to like some new new code?
Yeah, I'm gonna scramble it to 696969.
Yep, there you go. It now is 696969. So yeah, May's crew is all just kind of nursing their wounds. They're just trying to tend to each other right now. They don't really have a whole lot to say, but one of the ones carrying a blaster rifle does come over and say, "Thank you for getting us out of there. We weren't quite sure where Zintar was sending us, but probably wasn't going to be a fun place."
What's your name, soldier?
My name is Kev.
All right, I'm gonna call you Kevin. Good job, Kevin. We got you out of there. I'm into nicknames, real hard.
Boone, what are you doing getting attached?
I'm not getting attached. We saved these people. Like, we just should, know their names. Kevin, you like me, right? You do. It's obvious.
I honestly haven't known you long enough to form an actual opinion, but I do appreciate you getting us out. So, yes?
Well, are you close to May?
Yes?
Just putting in a good word for me.
Who are you?
Oh, sorry. My name is Umbrin Boone. Probably heard of me.
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. I'll put in a good word.
All right.
Can I insight check that?
That's
Sure.
I don't know what I'm gonna
we
get.
might have to kill Kevin.
9.
Let's see how he rolls. Pretty inscrutable. You're not really quite able to pick up on what he's getting at there.
Wait, you have heard of me? How is that? I shouldn't be surprised because I'm a very well-known smuggler. Because that's what you want in a smuggler, is being well-known.
May talked about you a couple times.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you probably don't think very highly of me then anymore. All right,
Everybody makes their choices. Who am I to judge?
I like you more and more, Kevin.
So, I think I'm gonna go back and tend to my people, make sure they're at least as patched up as they can be. Thank you all again.
Yeah, just let me know if there's anything you need, and we'll do our best to accommodate.
I mean, if you have a med pack and food, that would be wonderful. But I'm sure...
I have exactly that. I do have one med pack that I can give him, and I'm assuming some rations, but
Yeah, sure. You got some.
Maybe.
You got some nasty rations. There's rations on the ship too that you can find. This thing's meant for like long hauls through space. So yeah, he'll take it and go and treat up the worst injured of his crew.
I'm gonna pull him aside. Hey Kevin.
Yeah.
Just between you and me, if I'm not saying she did, but if May slept with any of the men, might want to keep it to themselves. Just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you know, she definitely can do better than him, and most of you are better than him, so.
Okay. I'm confused. Are you threatening me, or?
I'm not threatening. No, I'm not threatening anybody. I'm just saying. You know, you got him here. You don't want to tell. You don't want him. You know.
Yes, I understand that most of the time people probably don't want to hear about, you know, their wife sleeping with somebody else. That makes sense. I will make sure that if anybody, I'm not saying there was anyone, but if there was anyone, they won't say anything. Don't need any trouble.
Yeah, it works. All right.
Sounds good. Like I said, gonna go patch up some wounds. Thank you.
And walk over to Boone. Yeah, Kevin definitely slept with her.
Kevin's gotta die. Kevin has got to die.
Okay, and then with that, you guys start coming in over the Shadow Town landing spot that they had designated. As you're mid-transit, you do see coming up on the scanners what clearly is an imperial shuttle making its way down towards Zintar's palace, escorted by a couple of TIE fighters. But they don't seem to notice you. So yeah. You guys descend on down, and you see a fairly wounded looking May, like one of her arms is like strapped up in a sling against her chest, standing just outside a fairly nondescript building next to this landing pad area. And yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Go to
disembark. I will.
Before we leave, I know.
Look up to her.
I hope you guys. You know you're gonna piss off Harry when he finds out that Xanis escaped, right?
I tried to get her to stay,
He's gonna
but
be, like, really mad. You know, his one motto is literally no witnesses, and you let that get away.
Well, maybe he should have gotten himself frozen in carbonite. That's on him.
What are you saying, Dizzy? Are you saying that he should maybe meet a short drop and a sudden stop while we can get away with that?
I mean, I don't know what he's gonna say.
I'll explain it to him in terms that he'll understand. I promise you, Harry Johnson Inyaba will come out the other side, rageful as all hell, but that motivates a man. Anger motivates that man.
Let's hope you're right, because that man is...
Harry Johnson Inyaba does get hard. I do realize that. It does get hard with him, but
because he is one scary man.
We like to think that we match that hardness with love and I got nothing. I was riffing.
I mean,
I should not be allowed.
I love his hardness. I love how hard he is. Honestly, he's never been harder than right now. So he may like the sound of that.
Solid as a rock.
Motherfucker threw me twice. He can stay frozen.
Yeah, we'll talk to him about that. Doesn't seem like you appreciate that very much. Well, by the way, you know, Dizzy, I got a thing I got to take care of, but like, how do you know Harry Johnson Inyaba?
Well, I mean, I'm part of his crew. I'm one of his, let's say, information getters. And I have a datacron for him. I don't know what it says, but it's never good when I have to give it to him.
Wait,
And you give it.
you're one of.
How often do you give
You're
it?
one of.
He usually gives it to everybody else, but he doesn't like receiving bad news.
In the end, it's best to give rather than receive.
Yes, it is usually better to give than receive in the end.
I mean, unless you like receiving.
Well, some people do like receiving, and that's their business. You know, whatever they like. In
Who
the
are we
end.
to judge it? Whoever likes it.
You hear from like over towards the entrance ramp just. Sorry, am I interrupting
yeah.
your conversation?
Back to the romance.
I gotta go talk to our employer real quick. Why don't you use that button that you said you had to uncarbonize Harry Johnson in your butt?
She starts
And
patting herself
I'm gonna
down
walk down the ramp.
that button.
That was a bold-faced lie, wasn't it?
Yeah, I needed the data crawl. I don't know how to
that's
uncarbonite
what I
somebody.
So yeah, you walk up. May is standing there. She's kind of watching and like patting people on the shoulder as some of the the outlaws that you helped break out are like making their way out into the door that she had come out of.
How does she react to Kevin?
Give me an insight check.
Fucking Kevin. I'm gonna have to kill Kevin.
I've created a monster.
23.
Looks like her hand lingers a little longer on his shoulder as he's like got somebody else's like arm slung over his shoulders, like helping him, walking him down. Seems like there's at least a connection between them more so than with the others.
All right. I go down. Well, got him out. Hope everything went well on your end.
She looks down at her arm in a sling. I wouldn't say that it went well, but if you were able to get everyone out, then I suppose it was a success.
Red just looks at his
Well,
entire body.
Everyone that was in the jail down there on your side got out. I'm assuming there were more than these 12. Your friend Kevin there said they were taking them somewhere. They didn't know quite where.
Well, perhaps that could be something for us to look into more later. But for now, that is, I'm glad that you got out. You should probably
I'm glad that you're...
ditch this ship at some point soon.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely gonna ditch it.
Well, perhaps we could even
I'm
take
just-
it off the room. Canning today, though, and stake, is not the safest thing.
No, I agree. You don't piss off a hut and stick around waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad that you made it out alive and that you're hurt, but are you gonna get better?
It would seem that way. Maybe if I could find a back to tank, it would take less time, but broken bones heal of their own accord.
I hold up my robotic arm, and if it comes to it, I know a good prosthetic guy. Not quite as bad as it seems.
Yes, it is. It really is.
Dredd, are you just watching our conversation?
Oh, he's been standing there
Oh,
the whole
right.
time, yes.
And he just like slowly backs up with his hands up.
I thought you knew that.
All right,
I thought
well-
you wanted him in on this. It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm sure he's very payment focused. And I was not doing it for the money. I was doing it for you. But well, there'll probably be time to talk about personal matters later. I don't know. I think just regrouping right now is probably the best bet.
Sounds good. Maybe you should all follow my plans inside. We have a safe house down there where you'll be able to rest.
All right.
And she'll stick with you as you're going around.
I'll go around and make a show of checking on people, even though I don't have any sort of medical expertise.
Okay. She'll go around. She'll actually do some field medic type stuff on them.
This is the group that I was... Is this the group that I was working my last job with?
Yeah, it sure is.
Can I... Did any of them recognize me?
You definitely see people like... none of the ones in the group that you broke out, but you do see some people inside this hideout kind of look at you and give you a nod. You definitely recognize them from before.
All right, anybody that I recognize, I'm gonna just say like, "It's good to see you again. Wish circumstances were better."
Indeed, we thought that you would have. Well, we didn't think things had turned out for you after everything, and we hadn't heard from you for a while, so. Guess you made it out all right.
Probably.
What have you been up to?
As May has probably told you, when things get hairy, I tend to up and run to save my own neck. It's a thing that I'm working on to be a better man to not do. Because as you can see, I'm back. But, yeah, I got in a little bit of trouble. Just trying to keep myself clean. It's not like it's pretty obvious that I'm not the clean cut sort. I got problems in all sorts of places, so one or two of those cropped up and I had to disappear for a minute.
Was it connected to Jaltim's death? I mean,
yeah.
We've been trying to deal with the fallout
it was.
of that for basically since you disappeared.
Well, I mean, yeah, it had to do with that. I'm not sure exactly how much, but
what happened?
Pissed off the Hutts.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
I will use a fate point.
Okay.
Uh, 22.
Would you look at that? Okay. Yes, I do suppose that we've been riling up the Hutts a bit too much lately. Well, I'm glad to see that you're okay. Thanks for helping out still. We really appreciate it.
It's good to see you too. I'm glad to see that at least some people are fighting the good fight.
Indeed. But I think we'll have to take it elsewhere. I've got some stuff to attend to. I'll see you around. And they'll wander off.
He's a good sort. If only I could remember his name.
If only. But, yeah, so, you guys, you're all inside this safe house now. It's a pretty big underground kind of compound they have set up. The building you entered through up on top is pretty deceptive for how big the space is underneath. Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
And what are we doing down here? I thought we were going to get paid and get going.
If money's all you want, you'll get your check, okay? Just let them settle for a minute. They've been through a lot. We have to wait for Harry to get better anyways, so just give it a minute. Let them settle. Let Harry get decarbonized by this fat bitch. And we'll get our money. your money. I'm not even taking a cut, so...
What do you mean you're not taking a cut?
We talked about this as part of my payment for the ship upgrades. You're getting my cut.
Like, you just pay it off.
I wasn't in sleep mode. Somebody say ship.
Work it off as you have been doing.
I mean, has it ever really worked out? Have we ever had a net positive job? Really? I just keep getting in further and further debt with you. When we're clean, if you say we're clean, then we're clean. But just to keep working under you and over you somehow, I don't understand it either, but I'm working under your economical thumb, but over you logistically. It's very confusing. I'm just trying to get clean with everybody, okay? Just trying to get clean with everybody. Except for that guy that I don't know his name. I definitely lied to him.
Alright.
From the outside,
I'm just saying, the longer that we're on a planet that in Moth is in orbit of, the more risk we run.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Do you want me to ask for our payment?
No, you're right. We gotta wait for Harry. But
We gotta wait for Harry no matter what.
As soon as he's thawed.
As soon as he's thawed, I'll ask.
from the outside looking in, it kind of seems like that man just really likes to have you around, and you guys are great friends.
I like being around a lot of you too. Oh, by the way, I promised you this. I slip out a little death stick from my pocket and I go up to R5 and I'm like, where do I?
Just opens up a little, like...
I slide it into like a little port and light it. You look at least 20% cooler now.
Perfect.
I liked a lot of you. And if I can get May to come with us, we can get the hell out of here.
I like you too.
But I hope you understand. You know what? Somehow I feel a strong connection to you, this bad bitch. So much, and I've barely said 5 words to you.
I think we
strong
can all
connection.
say we all love this fat bitch.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate
Honestly,
you guys.
you have to stay with us. Even when Harry Johnson goes, you have to stay with us.
I appreciate that, guys. I'm happy to be welcomed. You know, it's kind of hard to be welcomed with open arms. Oh, I mean, I never got anybody else's name, but yeah, I just know Dread over here.
I'm the captain, Umbran Boone. Do you speak binary?
No.
Well, that's R5 right there. I feel like I should introduce him.
I'm completely indifferent towards you.
He says that welcome aboard. He wants to see you here for a long time. And he wants to know that if he looks cool with the death stick.
Yeah, I mean, as cool as a astromech droid can look as with a death stick, yeah. Thumbs up.
And I feel like maybe I don't need to introduce Kiba. Kiba, would you like to introduce yourself?
Mr. Kiba.
Hello, Kiba. This fat bitch.
I don't know where all this started. Anyways, Dread, yes. I'm trying to get myself clear of a lot of things. But as long as you've known me, I've been looking for May. I'm not just gonna leave her. So as much as I love Crew of the Mayday. As weird as it may seem for all my character flaws, I do love my wife more. If that means I have to murder the shit out of Kevin.
Wait, did he actually sleep with her?
Wait, he didn't?
I was just making it up.
All right.
I had no idea.
Does it matter?
Can you unpoison somebody's coffee? Just asking for a friend.
Did he drink it?
Well, I mean, that med pack I gave him may have just been antifreeze, so...
I mean, well, that's fine. It's just gonna warm him up then.
Tasty.
Yes, that's definitely how that works.
What flavor?
Wait, did he... yeah, it's fine. I'll figure it
He
out.
used it on himself.
It's blue. It's blue flavored.
I think he was.
Good
I
stuff.
knew it. He was a blue milker the whole time.
The whole time.
That was a test. Anyways, I'm taking up way too much of this conversation. Yeah, Dredd, if I get a chance to leave with my wife, I'm going to leave with my wife.
You talk to your wife, I guess.
We can wait till Harry gets better. It's one of those decisions, those moments in life where you're just like, oh God, I need it to happen. And if it fails, then, oh God, I don't know what the other options are. So he is dragging his feet. He's dragging his feet, and Harry is a great excuse to not do a damn thing right now.
Yeah. So you guys are you're halfway through his defrost time, basically. Anything you guys want to do while you wait for him to finish thawing out, or should we just move on over to that point?
I want to find a corner and play the transmission that you noted stored in my datapad.
Yes, indeed. You do have it stored in your datapad. So you go over to this corner. Are you intentionally making sure nobody else is there while you're doing it?
Yeah, if I can. I don't know if there's a way. I don't know if there's a way to just connect the audio to my comlink, but so that only.
No, you kind of have to. You have to actually play the little hollow.
Yeah.
But you're able to find a corner where pretty much everybody else is busy. So,
We got
doesn't seem
light
like they
swords
really
and
notice.
hovercraft, but nobody invented earbuds.
Nope, for some reason. So yeah, you just you kind of tap in on your wrist pad, and the little hollow projector activates out of it, and you see a flickering blue. Looks like a female shape in general, but has her hood up, and the face has been actually scrambled in the hologram itself. And yeah, so you hear on it coming out of it. Hopefully I'm sending this to the correct Mayday. I lost track of you for a couple of rotations, but I'm pretty sure you should have finally ended up on the same rock as that hunk of junk you own. I don't have much time, but we need to talk as soon as possible. There is chatter on the imperial comms that your name is being tossed around on Nar Shaddaa, so it can't be long until Vastifer catches wind of it. Get off that moon as soon as you can, and meet me where the red-eyed convorees cannot fly. I can give you shelter, and there's something you need to know. And as you hear the end section of that, your vision just completely scrambles out and goes dark as your implants just shut down. And then just in front of you, a specific location, little marker comes up that you could use to navigate to. And you know it's nowhere near Nar Shaddaa, but it's off somewhere else in space. And then your vision pops back up after that, and the hollow has disappeared.
And he's gonna try to go see if there's any way to speed up the thawing process, just see if how it's going.
Yeah, you start checking them out.
Has something that we can use, like anybody in the non-Mayday crew, because we obviously are useless.
Yeah, unfortunately they don't. This group things have just been kind of getting worse for them recently. They don't really have much in the way of resources. But as you're wandering around, you do hear them talking about using that big transport ship that you guys flew out of Zintar's actual base as their way that they're going to fly off the planet. They're talking about potentially leaving, getting everyone ready to go by sundown, but they might have to wait until the next morning to make sure they have everything they can.
It's not soon enough.
Do you have a better plan for us getting out of here?
Oh, no. For you, no.
Huh?
You all are good. I'm sorry. I did not mean to intrude. Good luck.
Well, thank you. Good luck to you too. I assume you're not coming with us then.
If I can help it. No offense.
I would say none taken, but what does it matter? I probably won't see you again anyway.
And they just kind of turn around and get back to various, like they were clearly packing up a room. And they just get back to it. But yeah, unfortunately you're not able to find anything to speed up the process, but unless anybody else had something, then Harry will finish his defrost.
I am gonna try. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. I am going to stand over Harry Johnson Inyaba. And I am going to...
I assume you have him laid down flat.
Yes.
Okay.
What's the internal temperature of a tauntaun? Lukewarm but umpture. What did Darth Vader say when he walked into a vegetarian restaurant? I find your lack of steak disturbing, but umpture. What do you call 5 Sith piled on top of a lightsaber? A Sith kebab, but umpture.
At this point, yeah, the last bit of the carbonite freeze is wearing off. You don't quite have full motion, but your ears have returned and your eyes are just slowly coming back into clarity. And you just see Dread looming over you, just rattling off joke after joke right at your face.
What do you call an invisible droid? C-3PO, but umpture.
I feel like Dredd definitely has like a rimshot sound effect that he plays on his cybernetics.
No, he literally just says "but yeah" every time.
But yeah, Harry, the motion is now returning as Dredd is still over you. You can do it. You have full control of yourself now, Kirby.
All right, I am going. Harry is literally going to push Dredd off and just. Wookie scream.
Oh.
You have 1 hit point now, by the way. So yeah, everybody's awake. What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna take Disfat bitch. Your boss is you awake. You should go talk to him thoroughly and debrief with him. Just the two of you. Nobody else. Just the two of you need to really debrief.
Okay. I don't what's the why? I'm pretty sure he trusts you guys. Why do you guys not want to be there?
Well, you worked really hard to get him out of that carbonite, so the two of you should talk privately, just the two of you.
Why are you trying so hard to get this fat bitch to debrief Harry Johnson in your butt?
Because it'll be funny to watch them talk to each other.
I think you just
avoid thought that was clear.
Okay.
But alright.
At least to me, I don't know about you all.
Okay, Kirby, we'll just say that you two go off to the side. You just narrate what they what she does, at least, to talk to him. Or if Harry just immediately wants to talk to everybody else, then that's you can just ignore the directions that your friends are trying to give to your employee.
Well, first, Harry is literally going to get up and say, "You guys got her, right? You guys killed her."
Yes.
I definitely killed a woman.
Why are you saying it like that?
Which her are you talking about?
The one that literally froze me.
I didn't see that, so I don't know which one that was.
Yeah, I'm confused.
The bounty hunter lady that literally told us to bind ourselves.
I did not see her at all.
Oh no, she definitely got away.
What do you mean she got away?
I very distinctly tried to get her to jump out of hiding to shoot me, and she did, but still nobody took a shot at her as she left.
He's just gonna look at everybody.
I took a shot at her.
People took shots. We didn't finish her.
Yeah.
We didn't finish her.
Finish her. I have one rule. One rule. No witnesses.
All right.
And you couldn't even do that?
Look, I mean,
You
technically
couldn't stay
speaking,
not frozen in carbonite, so
we haven't failed, we've just delayed success.
So you delayed success. So when are we gonna get her then?
Yeah, I mean, she can still die later.
When is later?
After now.
next time we see her,
When do you think that is, little one?
don't know, don't care.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I agree that no witnesses. No witnesses is, in fact, all of our mottos. It's even written on our ship. But sometimes you don't get a choice. Sometimes witnesses escape without being punished for witnessing things. I promise you, the next time I see her, I'll make sure she witnesses nothing else.
Because you're gonna kill her.
Yeah.
I really gotta take a look at your subtext circuits.
Whatever. Did we at least get the drugs?
Drugs?
Yeah. All the crates there?
I got a death stick.
You got one death stick?
Yeah.
Got the drugs, right? Right?
What drugs? I've never heard of this before in my life.
Well, there are these things that you can take that have different effects on a biological body.
Harry, honestly.
Yeah, no, I know what drugs are. That was not our mission at all to get drugs from the huts.
On a scale from like 1 to 10, how important were those drugs to you?
Drugs are always important because that equals money. You can literally sell drugs to make money. Credits. Right?
Well, in that case, you're in luck. They're still there.
Okay, where are we at now? Let's go back up.
I am prepping to leave this planet. I don't know about the rest of you.
Yeah, huts are definitely gonna be onto us.
Oh, it's worse than the huts. It's much worse than the huts.
What do you mean, what much worse than the huts?
So, like,
I mean, the
two
guy
huts?
who did this to me. And he just, like, spreads out his arms to show, like, the full, as much of the cybernetics that have been grafted onto his body as possible.
I thought it was a ship that did
Yeah,
that.
how can a ship...
Yeah, it was. Usually a guy is in charge of that ship, yeah?
Well, who was in charge of it?
Yeah. And if he crashed it, that probably didn't turn out so hot for him.
He didn't crash it. He ordered it crashed. And now he's here.
Okay.
What's he gonna do? Hit you with another ship?
You do realize that's exactly what he's gonna do.
Oh.
Why did he put you back together?
He didn't.
Oh god, I'm so confused. I literally just got a carbonite. I can't do this right now. Oh shit.
All I'm
As he
saying
looks at dispatch.
is we gotta get out of here before my friends finds me.
Priorities. Get the hell out of here. Because ship crashing guy is crazy. Second priority, I guess finding drugs.
Well, I mean,
Harry Johnson seems very upset that we didn't get drugs that we didn't know about. You did not. If you would have told us that was a secondary mission, we probably would have made extra steps to look for them, but we had no idea.
We were looking for people, not
I technically
drugs.
did, just because I came. You weren't here.
He did.
Technically, you weren't really here. I ran back in and said, I found the drugs.
He did. It was just before you showed up. He shouted.
I haven't looked at that episode of our adventures yet.
Wait, our adventures are getting released?
Believe it or not, they are.
Yo, am I getting a cut of this?
If there was a cut to be had, you can have it.
R5, you're barely getting a cut of the job we're doing now. What do you think?
Okay, well, can anybody tell me why Disfat is here? She never brings any good news to me, and I hate receiving bad news.
Well, she wouldn't tell us, so...
Boone, you've got a wife to talk to. Let me just walk you over there.
Yeah, you and Dispatch should, cover that. It's between the two of you.
If anybody
Not
needs
giving up
me,
on
I'm
that
gonna be
dream.
in sleep mode.
Don't go into sleep mode. The last droid that I knew that went into sleep mode never came out of it.
Oh, God. Disfat, why are you here? Well, I have come to give you this. Man. It's never good news with you. Why is it never good news with you? I mean, I'm just the best thing that there is that gives bad news, and it sucks, but, you do pay me for it. I know I pay you for it. Shut up. Alright, give it to me. Harry will take it.
Yeah, she hands over the datacron, and you now have it. You can go to a data pad and read the message.
Alright, I'll look for the closest data pad and read the message.
Yeah, it basically just says, boss, they got Kurther. We need you back.
Okay.
So yeah, there's just a Wookiee just screaming at a data pad in the wall. Just reading on it. So I believe that Umbren is being escorted over towards May by Dread.
All right, Dread, I got it. You very much want your money. I can handle this. You give us a minute, though. A lot of things need to be said. And I don't know if I want them all to be heard.
Dread'll just stop and wait. a safe distance away from Harry Johnson and Yuba.
All right, so yeah, you wait a safe distance away from everything. Yeah, you find May.
You just hear like a low whirring coming from R5.
I feel like the death stick does not like go in at all because he's not breathing it in.
Nope, it's just
no,
lit.
it's gone out by this point.
It's mostly just ash hanging off of the.
Oh no, it just goes out. You gotta be pulling air through to keep that thing burning.
Yeah.
But so yeah, you've just got a unlit, slightly burnt death stick dangling out. Yeah, so Umbrin, you were able to find May. She's kind of just been moving about, trying to get stuff ready for everybody to evacuate.
May, can we have that little chat we've been putting off for a while? I know everything's hectic, but I don't know if there's going to be a better time for this.
No time like so pleasant.
Sadly, my crew is insisting upon their payment right now, and I just wanted to get that out of the way early. That's definitely not the important part of this talk.
Alright, she'll kind of reach over into her pack and she'll hand you the credits like, alright, I believe it was 15,000 credits, yes? So there you go.
Thank you. You know, this isn't what I was here for. Maybe I mentioned it, but I've been looking for you for a long time. I know I've said a few things here and there, but I'm a lot different from when we last talked. And I just have to know if there's a chance for us. I haven't stopped thinking about you. And thinking isn't enough, and now I'm trying to do the things that I need to do. I'm not good at it, but I'm trying to be better at it. And I don't know if that's enough. If it's not, I get it. I need to know where you're at. I need to know if there's a chance.
Give me a persuasion check.
Does she still have the shell that I gave her?
Mm-hmm.
Still wearing it?
Persuade that hoe.
Okay.
That's his wife you're talking about.
But she was in fact a hoe at one point.
She slept with Cam.
I will. Oh, don't do it, Kirby. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
You instigate it. I'm not going to augment this roll. I'm just gonna survive on my own charm.
Okay.
And RN Jesus.
Alrighty.
23.
And sometimes that works out.
Okay, good to know. So, yeah. I mean, I believe you that you are different. I wouldn't say no that there is no chance, but there is... I've only seen you for a short amount of time. What is it that you want to do next?
I hadn't thought far enough ahead other than finding you, holding you again. I thought we could get the hell out of whatever trouble that both of us are in, because the last several years I've known there's quite a heavy bounty on your head. Didn't know what that was about. Got a better idea now. I thought maybe foolishly that I could come to your rescue and help you get out of that situation, but it doesn't look like you want out.
I don't feel like my work is done yet. Perhaps someday we could settle down, but at least that's not what I'll be doing in the near future.
I know I threw out settling down. I thought that's maybe what you wanted. Probably should have just asked what you wanted. I just assumed everybody wanted to settle down if they were in a rough spot, and if they were in a settled spot, they wanted to get out there and get in a rougher spot. Just everybody wants to be in a different place from where they are. I just made a lot of assumptions about us and about what you wanted. So I'm just going to ask you, what do you want? Do you want me to come with you and join this? And he looks around at the really rough-looking set of people that are not in good shape and not not well-funded. Do you want me to join you here? Do you want me to... What do you want from me? I'll do it.
I think that what this group is trying to do can only succeed if everyone participating actually believes in the cause. I'm not opposed to you helping, but I don't think that you'll want to stick around long term. There isn't a lot of money in it. Occasionally we need to get the credits to help us continue, but it is not the primary goal.
Believe it or not, it's not my primary goal either. I had a dream of making things better for people once. But whether you don't like credits or not, they make the universe spin. Maybe you should focus a little bit on credits. Maybe you should focus a little bit more on materials that serve your purpose. Maybe I can be that guy that brings some practicality to a dreaming sort of group. I can help. Obviously, I led these knuckleheads to surviving an assault on Zintar's palace. We didn't do it perfectly by any means, and our ship's a piece of shit. But if you can make a shitty crew and a shitty ship work, well, hell, I think that's of some use.
Go and give me another persuasion check. Interesting.
Interesting.
Yes, that was a roll I had. Fascinating.
Another 22.
Wow.
RNG's has been doing me right
Smile
now.
upon you today. Alright, so it would make me happy to at least spend some time together. Now, at least what all of them are doing are get on that ship, fly off and probably separate for a little while so we can get the heat off our backs, and then we'll regroup. Do you want to be on that ship?
My heart is gonna be with you. You could come with us during this time of laying low. It might not be too bad. I owe these guys a lot. And a lot of them are in trouble that I can help them get out of, I think. Except for Kiba, he's pretty solid on his own. I don't even know why he needs us, but the rest of us kind of crutch on each other. If I can help him, I need to. But if you can't go, then I won't go either.
Okay, give me one last persuasion check at advantage.
Ooh, advantage.
Advantage, you've been rolling well.
I have. Oddly enough. Ooh, that's only a 15.
Okay. Right. Suppose you'll probably at least have to do... Sounds like you're trying to be helpful to them. If I go with my friends here, then I will have to wait and not do anything productive for a little while, so... if you'll have me on your ship, I'll come along for at least the time being.
He tries his best to play it cool and not smile. But like a grin just like pulls across his face, just completely against his own willpower. He holds out his biological hand. You know, we're gonna be going pretty soon. So if there's anything I can do to help you prepare your friends for taking off, let me know. Otherwise, Mayday's pretty much gonna leave as soon as possible.
Well, sounds like we need to get you put to work then. She'll lean in, give you a kiss on the cheek, and lead you off to go try to help actually get everybody packed up, because she's not going to want to leave till they're at least airborne.
Sure.
And Dredd, you see her and Umbrin walking off to start doing some choring.
I would at the just briefly run over.
Oh, sure.
Dredd, and I throw the money like he always throws money at me. I throw it at his head.
Clang, 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 clang. All these like little metal credits just like bounce off of your metal body onto the ground.
Stands motionless, looks down, bends over. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be a while.
I feel bad. Then I help him real quick.
Yeah, you're able to. You scoop them all back up and you properly hand them off.
It felt right in the moment, and then immediately felt wrong.
Immediately felt wrong. So yeah, you guys. So at least that's what May's gonna want to do. Everybody else other than Umbrin, what do you guys want to do? Packing up their ship's gonna take basically the rest of the day, and then they'll get everybody loaded up and be able to take off kind of sometime after sundown.
Honestly, I think Dredd's gonna go over to R5, or look, we need to get the Mayday ready to go as soon as they're ready to leave. So
I'm awake. What?
You didn't hear anything. I'll just say.
Huh?
Ship, you and me, we're going.
Yep, that works.
All right, so at least the two of you can head off to go to the Mayday to get it ready to go. What are Kiba, Harry, and Dizzy doing? So yeah, you guys can basically just spend the rest of the day getting the ship prepared, ready to take off. The guy that was working on it, his name Lido. He's kind of hanging out, waiting. He's like, "Well, you all came a bit later to pick this thing up than I expected. Made it sound like it was quite a rush."
Well, she ready to go?
She's ready to fly, all fueled up and everything.
Oh, baby.
So, pleasure doing biz with you. Be sure to pass along any kind feelings to any potential people in need of work,
Absolutely. Send them leaders' way. Got it.
Thank you very much. And he'll
Used to this.
he'll scuttle off to go back to other stuff he's got going on for his business. And yeah, unless if there's anything you guys want to do for the rest of the day, you just get your ship ready to go. And
I'm gonna double check his work.
Sure, go ahead and yeah, you can do that. Let's see. So that would be, I'd call it an investigation check.
Okay.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, looks like you did a pretty good job. Looks like it's all well and nicely set up to fly as intended.
Good. Dredd unplugs and plugs a wire back in. I knew it.
So yeah, you guys keep finishing up over there. Umbrin, you and May are able to see the last of them loading up onto their ship after the sun has gone down. And she'll kind of give everybody a bit of a she's got like a little bit of a welling up in her eyes, but she's not crying, as she just kind of sends him off. And then the two of you can make your way on over to the Mayday after you see them fly off and disappear out into space.
Oh, it's not much, but this little lady's gotten us through quite a bit, and then some. And I don't know if I've ever... She probably knows it's called the Mayday. But if...
You literally just called it the Mayday in a previous conversation.
Yeah, I probably did.
She's put the pieces together.
But I then just kind of dramatically like step out of the way and like show her the way. But I was deliberately standing in front of like the words, the Mayday, and then just to showmanly like reveal that and lead her onto the ship. I'll find you some quarters here. I'm sure we've got an extra room.
This is kind of you, thank you. And she'll go ahead and walk on with her pack. She doesn't have a whole lot with her, just some gear, and that's about it. And yeah, you guys are all able to board onto the ship. What do you want to do? Where's you headed?
Get
the hell out of here. Specifically on the opposite side of the planet. Well, the moon, from where the Star Destroyer is stationed. And I will pass the coordinates that I received to R5.
All right. So yeah, you go ahead and you plug them on in. You see that the designation comes up as Cascadia on it. And because of course it does. And yep, so you guys start lifting off. Everything seems pretty mellow as you're beginning to move towards the edge of the atmosphere of the moon. And then you see a much smaller ship, but still larger than the Mayday compared to a Star Destroyer, come basically just barely onto your sensors. And over the comms, you hear the distinct sound of it being hacked into from outside. And it's a hailing frequency. And over it, Dread in particular, you recognize the voice.
Is this about our extended warranty? Because for the last time...
Drod, it's on you. Make this easy and just come with the tractor beam. I'll make sure you're finished quickly this time.
I thought his name was Dread.
Dread's gonna try to shut off the comms.
Yeah, it shuts off. And just at that moment, you hear the sound of turbo lasers beginning to be warmed up outside and firing. And we're going to call it there for the night and pick up as you're being fired upon next time.
His mistake was not assuming that Dread will always make it hard.
I thought nobody liked to see him coming.
And there you have another thrilling session of Starships and Scoundrels. Remember to subscribe and tune back in next week to see what else may happen to the crew of the Mayday. If you don't want to wait quite that long, go ahead and check out the channel because we have tons of other videos about RPGs, board games, video games, movies, pretty much everything nerdy under the sun. Thanks as always for watching, and may the Force be with you.